So Denzel Ward, this is, again, Pro Football Focus grade, 87.2 against single coverage. Highest in the NFL for all cornerbacks. That's how good Denzel Ward has been in coverage. So, Tom, this grade got me thinking, do you expect Denzel Ward to get extended sooner rather than later? He's one of those guys that's due.
Yeah, it's interesting. They did pick up his fifth-year option for next year, so they do have, the ability of taking some time with this. Now, that said, Dave, he's played extremely well this year. He's managed to stay on the field. He's had some bumps and bruises, but, knock on wood, he hasn't had that 4-week vacation like we've seen out of him in the past. His coverage has been sensational, and I think, obviously, I could say some of the same things about Greg Newsome. I don't know what his grade is, but I would give him at least an A- or a B+ at this point for his rookie year, because he's had some big assignments and he's played really well. And those two guys complement each other really well. So, Dave, when you look around this roster and you look at, points of weakness and points of strengths, man, they've got two corners that I think can play with anybody right now.
Yeah, and Tom, we're sitting at 6-6 in the bye, and if you told me that the Browns were going to win the next 5 games, I wouldn't be stunned because the roster has that kind of talent on it. But I would be stunned because they haven't been able to string 3 games together all season, really.
You could almost, Dave, say this about the entire league, couldn't you? You can't figure out who's good on a day-to-day basis, never mind a week-to-week basis. So I'm with you. It wouldn't shock me if they ran the table from here, just because this season has just been so inconsistent and up and down and you name it. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, they've got the luxury of playing the team that they just played. Now, I don't expect Lamar Jackson to give up 4 interceptions and kind of put the game in the silver platter for the Browns. So it's going to be tough, man. And never mind the fact that they're going to be playing some really good quarterbacks going forward as well, along with 5 teams that are all playoff contenders. So not ideal, not the season I think a lot of us expected. I'm not going to pat myself on the back here, but I did pick the Browns to go 10-7 this year. I thought they would have some adversity. I didn't think the path to 10-7 though would be this. So it's been difficult. There's some adversity, and like Andrew Berry said today, they're going to really find out a lot about the character of the roster that they have built over the next 5 games.